Let's see. Yeah, here we are. Okay. Did you get a notification? What's up, Noda? What's up, Kluckney, Jody, Stasi, X-Master? Wow, alright. You guys are quick again. Awesome, awesome, awesome. What's up, Sick Ed, Miss Annie, Guns N' Roses? Wow. It's, quick. You all are quick. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How are you doing, Miss Annie? Mr. Business Bands. Yes, you are right. I'm doing great. I'm doing great, guys and girls. Um, yeah. How are you doing? What's up, Brittany? What's up, Miss Attitude? Hola. How are you doing? Spolkip. All right. Wow. A lot of people here. Instructions unclear. Yeah. Yeah. Finally got a notification. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. Well, warm welcome to Missy too. So, as you are watching my KVK vid, well, that's good, Miss Annie, because I want to talk about my KVK vid a little bit. The reason I'm doing this stream is because I got a lot of questions about stuff that went on in my video, like people saw me attacking full cav in ranged phalanx, and they were like, "What? Are you stupid? Why are you doing that? Why are you attacking full cav in ranged phalanx?" Not just one, but a lot of questions about that. Why people do that? So yeah, I got a gold corrosive toxin. That's correct. Yes, yes, and I'm building up my second blight ring to purple as we speak. So yeah, I'm really happy about it. Sorry, T4s, Vegeta. I'm gonna make you jealous. I got some good jewels for you. Here, I'm gonna make you jealous. Look, I got trap defense 2. I got wall defense 1, especially for you. I'm just not gonna use them. What's up, Sean? How are you doing, buddy? How are you doing? Single troop type marches is the strongest in the game. Yeah. Well, I kind of agree. Depends on whether you have a scout or not. It might be the strongest in the game. It's not the smartest thing to do in the game. So what I was wanting to go over with you guys is basically, I'm gonna just call it attacking for dummies. If you don't mind me doing that. What, gems 108k? Nah. So I wanted to go over with you guys to talk. I want to talk about attacking and why I do what I do. A lot of people were asking me like, "Hey, why are you attacking in range phalanx with cav?" So I want to talk to you about the basic phalanxes, the 3 ones, not the wedges, just the phalanxes, because most of my audience, I'll show you later, Spolkip. I'm still in CAE. Don't worry, don't worry. Most of my viewers do not have the wedges unlocked. I really want to talk to you guys about those basics, why I use them, and everything. BP, look in map mode. What are you doing, doggo? What are you doing, doggo? I'm looking in map mode, buddy. What are you doing? They love me. I'm clown. I don't know. But let's continue. Yeah, there's a watcher research, but you guys should have finished that by now. Let's see. So cheers. What's up, Salty? How are you doing, buddy? Let's see what he's sending. That's fine. All right. Okay. So what we're doing here today is we're going to go over the phalanxes I use and why, and how to set up your battalions, especially when you're doing single troop type hits. So what we've done today, we've gotten Missy set up 4 camps. So I can show you guys what I'm doing. But first I want to go over the basics of why I do what I do. And that is, actually, or Doggo wants his minute of fame. So There we go. Okay, Dalgo, you're in the screen. All right, all right, all right. Crazy man, crazy man. So first of all, let's go over the basics, and the basics are actually very simple. Let me go into, yeah, here. So where you set your phalanxes is here in your army lineup. So you just go to your hero and you select this button. So really back to basics, all right? So bear with me. If you guys already know this, then fine. But I wanted to put a video out there for everybody to watch so they can basically see why I'm doing what I'm doing. So here you have your infantry phalanx, you have your range phalanx, and you have your cavalry phalanx. So what people saw me do was attack full infantry and then use cavalry phalanx, and that just puts your infantry in the back. Now, the reason why I did that was very simple. Actually, it's very simple. Because what people did not see is that in that full infantry march, I also sent 50 units of arch and 50 units of cavalry. What that basically does, the basics are that the cav runs up front, the archers get into position, and while that's happening, the infantry is walking to its position that they need to be in. Same applies to cavalry, same applies to ranged, right? So what you're basically doing by sending 50 units of infantry in this example, 50 units of cavalry in ranged in this example, is you're giving your infantry time to get into position, and you're protecting your main army is what you're doing. So I've also set up my battalions that way, and my battalions look like this. I'll show you. I really need a fourth one, but I'm going to take you through my battalions, the way I have set it up. So you wouldn't get, and let me take a look at the chat before we continue. Screen is becoming unclear. Kathleen, if the screen is becoming unclear, you might want to refresh, or you might want to check your internet speed, because unclear screen has to do with your internet. So YouTube automatically adjusts. Can you do a cast at some point about how to find good guild while working towards C4? I'm at a loss because my guild has fallen apart, so how would you look for a good guild? Yes, of course I can do that, Spencer. That's a good idea. Missy, I think she will write it down. That's absolutely a good idea. So we'll cover that in some other video, sure. Or some other stream. Okay, so what we're going to do is the following. I'm going to hit Missy's camps here. I'm going to scout them. And I'm going to show you my battalions first, okay? So my battalions are set up as followed. Not everybody has this, so keep in mind that most of the players do not have this. I'm desperately looking for my full ranged, so I'm doing the research right now because I see that I need it. I have my mixed troops, full infantry, full cavalry, and full ranged. But let's take a look at my full infantry, right? So you see that I can send 250,000 troops if I'm not using a boost. I have these heroes selected, which are all infantry. So that's perfect, right? I have my leader, that's infantry. Well, all these heroes are infantry. If you do not have 5 golden infantry heroes, just use Rose Knight or Bombing Goblin if you do have those to gold, because they give an army attack boost, all right? So let's say you don't have Big Guy and you don't have Watcher to gold. Then use Bombing Goblin and use Rose Knight, because they give an army attack boost. So they'll still give that 20% no matter what. If they die or not, or even if you do not send any cavalry or any ranged for that matter, they will still give their boost, all right? So the basics here are, I'm sending full infantry, but I want to protect my infantry. So I'm putting them in the back. That basically means I'm setting for cavalry phalanx, because in a cavalry phalanx, your cav is up front, your archers are in the middle, and your infantry is in the back. So I have here, my preset is 210,000 tier 4, and you can do this with T3 as well and use T2 as a meat shield. But in this case, I'm using T3 as a meat shield and T4 as a main, right? So we got 210,000 T4 infantry. I'm using 39,950 meat shield. So basically 40,000, roughly. But I'm also leaving space for infantry, for ranged, 25 range units, and 25 cav units. And I'll show you guys why I'm doing that. So first of all, I'm going to show you the basics of what I'm doing when I'm attacking in full infantry. So I'm going to switch my gear to full infantry. That's easy. I'm in my infantry gear now. Then I'm going to swap over my Phalanx to cav Phalanx. Even though I'm using full infantry, right? I just told you I'm using full infantry, and I want to protect my infantry, my main unit, while it's getting into position, right? And this even more applies when you're still hitting a wall. So a lot of people are just going two troop types, all right? So let's say you're facing infantry arch. The counter for infantry arch is full infantry. Because that's the only thing you can counter infantry arch with. Because basically infantry doesn't counter infantry, but it doesn't hurt it very much. But my infantry will counter their arch. So if I would send, let's say, infantry and cavalry, my cavalry would get hit by the archers. So that's not what I'm doing against infantry arch. I would send full infantry. So there you go. So I'm setting to cav Phalanx, full infantry march. I'm also sending 25 units of cavalry and 25 units of ranged. And we'll see what happens. So first of all, I'm going to go and find the camp for Missy. That should be in infantry Phalanx. So if you can switch to infantry Phalanx. Okay, so let's see. This one is... Okay, it's cav arch. So I'm going to look for... the infantry arch. Okay. No, this is inf cav. I need the inf arch one. Let me find the inf arch one. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, go to infantry Phalanx. So the reason why we're doing this is just to go through the motions with you guys. So what is my army doing while I'm attacking an infantry arch camp or castle? A lot of people just are two troop types. Do not miss that. Or you might hit them first in mixed, and then there's just infantry and ranged left, or cav and ranged, or, you know, this way you can counter anything. So I'm going to hit this camp real quick. I'm just going to attack it. I have my presets, so I'm going to click on 2. That way, you know, my presets are done and everything. I'm not in war talents, by the way. I'm not gonna change to war talents because it's not necessary. If there are just 100 units in there. But I just want to show you guys what will happen with my army. So do not look at what will happen to the army I'm attacking, but look at what I am doing and what my army is doing. All right. So I'm going to do that. I'm in cavalry Phalanx, if I'm not mistaken. I need to switch to cavalry Phalanx because I'm in full infantry. Okay. So here we go. Cheers, by the way. Let me see. Same thing when you say T4, when you say for inf heroes, and then you say I'm a goblin with no range. Same thing that anyway you wanted to boost. But yeah, absolutely. So I hit the camp, and now we're going to take a look at what happened in that battle, right? I'm just going to pause it. So as you can see, my cavalry here is up front. My ranged is here, and my infantry, which is my main army, is sitting in the back, okay? So it's going to walk. All right. My cavalry is now facing their infantry. Usually when you're facing a big army, that cavalry will die within like a second or two, right? So if that happens, in this case it doesn't, the range will get into position, and that will be hit by the infantry. And that keeps your infantry, your main army, marching. So usually when you hit, the cavalry has died off, the ranged has died off, but your opponent has not shot one volley or hasn't hit once on your main army. So that is basically the process you're going through. So now it's just infantry versus infantry. Usually my cav wouldn't be here, But after that, your infantry is going through to your arch, right? I don't know if you have any questions about that. Yes, Phalanx absolutely does matter. Phalanx matters a lot. Alright, Brittany says, it's a good idea to send heroes that have army attack, but in different commands. Yes, for example, Bomb and Goblin and Mermaid for ranged heroes, Rose Knight and Lore Weaver for Cavs, and Watcher for Inf. Well, let me tell you this, Brittany. It's very simple. An army, a hero that gives army attack, army defense, or army max HP will always, and I repeat, will always be of use. So let's say I have 3 golden infantry heroes, and I'm sending a 100% full infantry march to something, which I would not advise, but a lot of people do, right? So I'm sending full infantry, but I only have 3 golden infantry heroes. I also have Rose Knight, and I have Bombing Goblin to gold, right? What I would do is I would put in Bombing Goblin and Rose Knight. Even though I'm sending 100% infantry, they still give you that 20% army attack boost, which is better than any purple hero, infantry hero gives, right? So they basically give you another 20% infantry attack. That's, you know, they'll work. They might not fight, but they will give you those stats, okay? So I'm going to call my camp back, and we're gonna do the same thing. Only this time, I think it would be a better example if I just send 1 of each in my front line. So that means like the ones I'm using, I'm just going to use 1 of each. So let's say I'm going full ranged. Let me check the scouts again. That was the hit. Let's see. No. So here we got infantry cavalry. So if usually people that are inf-cav heavy, they are in infantry phalanx, defending, right? Because you're attacking somebody. We're not talking about defending. People are sitting usually in infantry phalanx. If you are sitting in cav phalanx, I'm just sorry, that's just dumb. Defending in cav phalanx is stupid, but we'll cover that in a different stream. Now we're just talking about attacking. What's up, Mohammed Hussein? How are you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. So let's find the camp again. Oh, I got the scouts already. So let's find them. All right, we're going for infantry cavalry. I'm curious. Having said what I just said, what would you guys counter this with? What will you use if you run into somebody that is infantry cav? Let's see what you guys say about that. And see if you get the thing I'm going for. Pure cav. All right. So, no, not range cav. Absolutely not. Fang Lion, I'm sorry. Just full cav. Yeah, I see a lot of full cav. Not cav ranged, even. You have to remember, Mohammed, I'm expecting to run into their front line first. So their front line is Royal Guards. What will my archers do? My archers will only fire at their front line, not at their cavalry, but at their infantry. Only my archers will only start shooting at their cavalry as soon as the infantry dies. What I want is to go full cav in this, but what phalanx will you set it in? It's going to be full cav, guys. Full cav. Because you want to counter their front line. Right? Alright, so I'm going to go full cav here. I'm going to use my phalanx preset, which is the same. As you can see, it's full cav with a T3 meat shield, and it also has 50 infantry and 50 ranged. I'm going to change that just for this stream to 1 so you can see what actually happens. Maybe make it a little bigger. Make it 2, right? So they don't die instantly. So, here you see, because I do not have 5 cavalry golden heroes, here you see what I'm talking about. I'm sending Bombing Goblin in here, and I'm using my Watcher. They're not cav heroes, they're infantry hero, and they're a ranged hero, but they still give me that 20% cavalry attack. Yeah, I'm using the phalanx where cav is in the back, absolutely. So, before doing this, I'm going to set my right. You're going to go through the paces, set your gear. What's up, Proxic Fire? How are you doing? So what you're going to do is you're going to go to full cav, and I'm going to set my cav set, right? So here's my cav gear. So I've set to cav gear, then I'm going to choose my Phalanx. This is what you people see me do when I'm attacking somebody. So that range Phalanx, because again, I want to protect my main army. So I'm sending a buffer in the front line and in the mid line, basically. So my cav can get into position, and as soon as the range soak up the first attack and the infantry soak up the second hit, my caval's already in position and basically hitting the enemy where it hurts, okay? So we're going to do this again. And now we're going to find the right camp. Let me see. Yeah, this one was it. Missy's in infantry Phalanx. So usually people are in infantry Phalanx that are infantry cav, because if you're inf cav and you're sitting in cavalry Phalanx, you're hurting yourself because your cav would just run away. And your infantry takes like 10 seconds to get into position while your cav is fighting by itself. So that's not a smart thing to do. Just keep that in mind. Most people know that. So I'm going to my cavalry preset, and like I said, here you can see that I'm using an infantry and a ranged hero because I do not have 5 golden cavalry heroes. So I'm going to lower this amount to 2. Because Missy is just using army of 100, so we have to keep it fair so you guys can see what happens. And I'm just gonna make my meat shield a little bigger. Okay, so I'm in the right Phalanx. I've got my cav gear on. I've got my cav in the back, and I'm gonna hit it again. Maybe this time it will be easier for you guys to see. Oh, I gotta watch this GW9 dude because I got hit earlier a couple times. They tried to rally me a couple times today, so. Let's see what happens. All right. So I have to be Baby Duck donated? What? No. Really? I didn't see. Did I miss it? Wow, let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Thank you very much, Baby Duck. Why is my donation not showing? Let's see. Let's see. Thank you very much, Baby Duck. I didn't see. I'm really sorry. Wow. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Wow. That's very, very, very nice of you. Baby Duck is donating already that much because he's sending me stone like I've never seen before. He's a stone hyper. I'm not. I'm running low on resources, basically from, I don't know, killing everything that I see. So yeah, Baby Duck is, yeah, I'm even getting a PayPal message right now that's worked. So thank you very much, Baby Duck. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you after the stream. Yeah. So let me get back here. Let's see. How do you find out what scout? How do you find out on a scout report what phalanx the enemy is in? I'll show you that main account. Yes, yes. Much love back to you, Baby Duck. Yeah. So to continue, we're gonna show the hit I did, and here you can see Missy was in infantry phalanx. I attacked again in ranged phalanx. So as you can see, I don't have any wounded right now. No deads. So we're going to watch the battle. We'll see what happens, all right? GW9, no. All right, we're going to pause it right here. We're stopping it right here. No, I'm going to leave it, actually. I'm going to start over again. Why clown? Because GW9 wants to zero me. They don't like me as much. I've been taunting them like all day. They rallied me 3 times today, but they, you know, I'm always online, so they can't rally me. And they even pulled in their 1.6 billion might player with full golden champ gear and all 3 11k heroes to rally me because their billion might didn't have the guts to rally me. That was kind of funny though. So, I'll pull my camp in a little bit. First, I'm going to watch this. Let's see. So, I'm going to pause it immediately. Here you see my infantry, and here you see my ranged. No, actually, you'll see my ranged up front. You'll see my infantry behind it, and you'll see my cav walking. All right, I'm going to close it here again. Now you see my range is in position. My infantry is still walking, and my cav, my main army, is still not hit, right? So, it runs, it runs, it runs. First, as you can see, their main army, their infantry, runs in to my infantry, and my cav comes up behind it. So my cav is actually already in position as soon as it hits. So there you go. So I'm basically fighting my cav, fighting with my cav, their infantry, and after that, I'm fighting cav versus cav. So that's the best way to protect yourself. But if you want to know, there's somebody asked me a question earlier. Scouts don't show phalanx for the first hit. It just guess really unless you have an attack report. No, scouts don't show phalanx, but you can guess. You can if you're smart about it, you can what PCS? All right, no, I'm not going to join. Yeah, I do a lot of gear checks, as most of you already know. I do a lot of gear checks, and I just go around and see what they're wearing, right? So, if they're in war gear, so let's view this guy. Is he in war gear? No. But let's find somebody who is, all right? We're going to find somebody who's in war gear. Let's just look at CAE here. Nope. Nope, they're all shielded. Let's see, let's find somebody who's not in... Well, Hells is hard to... Well, I know Hells. No, I'm going to find somebody else. I'm going to find a GW9 guy somewhere, or somebody from CAD who I don't know, because I already know what my guildmates are in, what kind of phalanx, so yeah. Okay, so let's see. This is harder to guess because this one has a cav. I think this one is heavier on cav, so Cad Bjergsen would probably have a lot of cavalry. So my first guess, if I were to attack this, is send a little bit more ranged, right? Because he does have the fear drum, so he's probably a little on the cav heavy side. Same with the winter parka and the honeycomb chaps. You gotta know your gear before you attack. But let's find somebody else as well. A person that I don't know. Here, PR. Let's see. Here's a PR hive. So he's unshielded, so he's probably in war gear. Nope, not even. Okay. Let's find somebody. 280, 550? All right, let's find somebody. 280, 550. Because we're talking about, here. ZP Silent Scope. Big player. Harder to guess. He's mixed gear. He's in mixed gear. GW9. Also mixed. Let's find somebody. We gotta find somebody. You can guess. These are too big. These guys are too big. They have everything. We know that. What did Jody say? Jody, depends on what phalanx they are. If they have camps around them, hit them first to find out what phalanx. Yes, but a lot of people... Listen, you have to know that a lot of people don't put out camps anymore. If they do, they're just stupid because they are actually telling their phalanx to you. Let's find someone that's a little bit smaller. All right, so this one is pretty obvious. All right, so here we have GW9 My CU. This one is definitely cav range heavy. Very heavy on cav ranged. You can see that in the gear. So I wouldn't suggest soloing a 558 million might, but this is just an example, right? He has awesome gear, but it's very heavy, very, very heavy on cav ranged. So he'd probably be in range phalanx. That is my best guess. Defending in range phalanx. But most people defend in infantry phalanx. So if I see somebody where I'm like, I can single troop type him, like attack him with a single troop type, I usually go in full cav first, because most people are in infantry phalanx, okay? Although a lot of people are also very heavy on their ranged units. So you might even want to say go infantry cav and go infantry phalanx on a blind hit in general. I've been thinking about that. Greetings from Germany. Guten Abend, wie geht's? Germa LM. Let's find. We got 2 more camps to go, so I'm gonna return these to my castle. Let's find out what was in these camps. I'm not gonna. Let's see. All right, cav range. So that one's pretty easy. Cav range is countered by ranged only. Why? Because in cav range, 99 out of 100 is in cav phalanx. So it's just gonna attack the front line. So I'm going to go full range on this one. So now I'm going to set it up on my own, right? So I'm not going to use my preset so you guys can see what I'm doing, all right? Yes, it's easy to guess when you have the report, but I'm assuming that's why I'm doing 2 troop types, big guy, is because I'm assuming you've already hit it in either mixed for the first time, because most players take more than 1 hit to 0 out. And I got a lot of questions why I would do that. All right? Just to have, you know, it very clear why I'm talking about what I'm talking about. So this one was cav range, so I'm going to go full range on this one. Now, what do? I select my heroes. No, I need to get into the right phalanx first. I'm sorry. So I'm going to swap over my gear to cav ranged. I don't have a preset on cav ranged. I'm sorry, ranged. I do have a preset, so that's my range gear. And I'm going to attack this camp after I set my phalanx. So I want my ranged in the back. And if you want your ranged in the back, you're going to go infantry phalanx, right? So we're going to do the exact same thing all over again. Cav phalanx, please. So now I'm going to select my heroes. And I'm going full range. I do have full ranged heroes. So I can do 2 things. Let's see if I don't select my leader, how many ranged heroes I have. And you should practice this so you know this by heart. All right. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Do not use, and I repeat, do not use Trickster. Okay. So I do have 5 ranged heroes. So I'm just gonna switch out my ranged hero, my main hero, real quick for this attack. It's very easy. I'm gonna switch him out for, it doesn't matter, for Death Archer. Okay, so Death Archer is my leader now. Doesn't really matter which leader you pick when you're doing a single troop type attack. So I'm going to set it up right now. I'm going to attack it. I'm going to select my heroes. Ranged, 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 and another one. Okay, so I got 5 heroes. So what I'm going to do first, I can send 250,000 troops. So I'm going to send 200,000 heroic cannoneers. And then I got 50,000 left, ranged. So I'm going to send 49,996 in this case. Usually you would take a bigger buffer. You would take about 25 of each T3 unit, right? So you would do 49,950. Now, I've got room for 4 more, so I'm going to send 2 cav and 2 infantry, because they need to soak up my initial hit. So now I'm in the right phalanx, and I'm going to hit it. I have the right gear on. I'm in the right phalanx. Again, I'm attacking full ranged. I'm in full range gear. I'm in infantry phalanx. As you can see, that puts my range in the back. Okay? And I'm attacking cav arch and cav phalanx to be sure. Only siege left. I hate siege because it always dies last. Absolutely, siege always dies last. Siege saves your hero. If you are very, very, very unsure about the attack you're doing, like if you're not pretty much convinced that you can make it, then I would definitely send siege. But you also might be fooling yourself and hit a too big of a trap. As you can see, I fully own up to hitting a trap at the beginning of KVK. I even showed it as my first hit. I just hit somebody, 66 million, fully reinforced, 3.1 million troops, and I'm like, oh God, please let my leader still be there. Of course my leader was still there, for the sheer reason that the defender didn't have enough jewel strength, gear strength, hero strength to basically zero me out. Unless he had more reinforcements, then it would have soaked up my entire attack. So I was a little bit lucky there. I will read my in-game messages later, Guns N' Roses. So let's view that hit, okay? Let's see what happens again. Okay, range in the back. I'm going to pause it immediately so you can see what happens. As you can see, my range is in the back. you'll see that my infantry is up front and my cavalry is behind that. All right, so we're gonna go, go, go. You see my infantry walking, you see my cav walking, and they hit. And that gives me the time for my ranged to get into position and basically hit their front line. You also have to think about that usually there is a wall in between. However small it might be, there is usually a wall in between, right? You were lucky that you got your leader back. That live stream of KVK was a great video, by the way. Thank you very much, big guy. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I was really lucky that I got my leader back. Yeah. It was on live stream too, and yeah. So now my range automatically takes out their cavalry. It can fire off 1 or 2 volleys before his cavalry is actually going against my ranged, right? So I'm protecting my range here again. So I hope everything is clear about that. Do you guys get what I'm talking about? Do you understand why I do what I do? And do you have any questions about it? I'm very curious because I can sit here and explain everything and go on preaching and all that kind of stuff. I really want to know if you guys understood what I'm talking about. What up, Mr. BP? What up, Aston Walsh? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Good to have you. HW, it's important to send your leaders to attack. Because sometimes I get attacked when my troops way back and the leader gets captured. Can I avoid it? Yes, it's always very important to send your leader when you're attacking. Absolutely. Except for when you're maybe attacking a tile or yeah. Okay, so yeah, Guido is one of the people here. Guido here in the stream is one of the people I talked about this. Why I'm doing that offline, of course, because he's in CAE. But I remember him asking me that question as well. So I figured, you know, why not, you know, show him the way I do it. And I got a lot of questions after my stream. So yeah. How do you use the wedges? Well, Ashton, I can do a different stream about that. I specifically said at the beginning of this stream because I want to keep it simple, right? I want people to look at watch this video tomorrow and the day after, and only watch it for the phalanxes and not for the wedges, because you know it should be easy and easy to soak in for young starting players that don't have a lot of experience in the game. Okay, so we can definitely cover that in a different stream. What's up, iMonkey96? Welcome to the stream. What troop and phalanx to use attack mixed troops? I would suggest infantry phalanx. I would do infantry phalanx or range phalanx, and I'll show you why. I'll swap over to my mixed gear, and I'll swap over to my pride position, and that is Watcher, my golden Watcher. So I will show you. Missy, you can pull in your last camp. I don't need it. Yes, absolutely. It's a bit overwhelming. Guido says it really well. Missy had the same thing. It's a bit overwhelming to basically try and do this for some people. But you just practice. And it's hard to explain as well why you do it. But I hope you guys do that. BP, my account only has travel gear. I'm so bad at understanding and making gear. Could I give you my login one day and you make a right free-to-play gear for me so I could just keep upgrading it? Well, main account, let me just do you a big favor. Look at this. I can do that. I can do that for everybody, but I just want to show you, you know, I'm going to do that again. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of the gear I am now showing you. I'm going to show you. I'll say when. And I would advise you, as long as you're free to play and you don't have any other good gear, focus on this and this alone. Okay? This is single-handedly the best gear, most all-round in the game. Free to play, so you only have to gather for this, or you don't need any ultra rare drops. So here you go. This one is the Fiery Tomahawk, which gives a ranged attack, infantry attack, and cavalry attack boost. So that's very all-round, right? Then you have your Indulgent Visage, gives infantry and ranged attack. So again, not boosting one single troop type, but boosting two. All right, you want gear that boosts more than one troop type. So you're pretty well mixed, okay? Now, we're going to go to the Armor of the Abyss. It gives cavalry max HP. It gives your entire army a 5% attack boost. And it gives your infantry 5% defense. Sure, we can do pay to play gear as well. That's fine. If I were to do pay to play gear, we can do that. We can do that, Ashton. No problem. You got the honeycomb chaps. Gives ranged attack, cavalry attack, and ranged defense. So again, pretty well-rounded piece of gear. Doesn't require anything but monster hunting and no ultra rare drops. So it doesn't require any of these special things in monster drops. So you can basically get it free to play. Lunar Scimitar, same thing, gives ranged attack, but it's the best offhand that's free to play. Basically, you got two choices for offhands. This one gives 11.5% army HP, and it gives ranged attack of 9%. So the siege engine attack, I don't look at that really, but I do love the HP there. It's pretty high, 11.5%, range attack 9%. So, and of course, last but not least are the Lost Iron Relics. Again, they give infantry and range attack and army max HP. So it boosts your entire army as well as your infantry as your ranged. So that's why I would say build this set, only build this, right? And to come back to you, Ashton, you want some pay-to-play gear. Well, in all honesty, I think I am building and completing the pay-to-play gear. If you're a moderate pay-to-play player, that is the best in the game. Of course, you can say 3 Blight Rings are better, or 3 Burning Scrolls are better. But to be perfectly honest, it will cost you way more to get all of that to gold. The only thing that's actually hard, really hard to get to gold, is the Beast Helm and the Dragon Talent. The other ones are not that hard. I have to be honest, the drops on all the other 3 are, you know, good. I'm not going to show you my stats. Really, I'm not going to do that. What's up, Shuai Etsuya? How are you doing, buddy? Also from CAE. Oh, yeah, we need a let's reach 100 million kills stream. Absolutely. I agree with you there, Jody. We're going to do that pretty soon. Rohit Sandu, can I swap Golden Lunar Scimitar with Blue Dark Ages? Well, guys, you know, those kinds of questions, I can answer them for you, really, and we're going to do that. But you should be able to answer them yourself, right? So here we go. Robert Sandu, you asked me, and this is something you all can do yourself, right? This is not to say, hey, I don't want to do this, but it is very simple. You have to be interested in the game and how it works. But it's very easy. So we're going to go to the Golden Lunar Scimitar, and we're going to write down his stats, right? Golden Lunar Scimitar. So where is it at? It's sitting right here. It gives you ranged attack of 9%, and it gives you basically the only interesting stats is army HP of 11.5, right? And you got your Dark Ages. So we're going to look at a Blue Dark Ages. Did you say blue? Let's see. Blue Dark Ages. Alright, so we're going to look at the Dark Ages. So where is it sitting? Dark Ages offhand. There it is. This one gives a 4% infantry attack. So let's compare that to the Golden Lunar Scimitar. That is 9%. So there's a 5% gap there. So an attack gap of 5%, okay? So this one also gives, which is better than the army HP of 11.5, but it gives army attack of 4%. Basically do that times 3, because if you're attacking mix, it gives you 4% on your infantry, 4% on your ranged, and 4% on your cav. That's the way I look at it. So that gives you another 12% attack stats. So you got 16% attack stats, 16% attack stats versus 9% attack stats and 11.5 HP stats. So I would say if you attack mixed only, yeah, swap it out. I think that 16% attack stats are better then 9% attack stats, and 11.5% HP. So there you have your question. What's up, Dragon Slayer? How are you doing? How are you doing? All right, you got me, Ashton. All right, that's good to know. BP, please, can you show me the best free-to-play travel speed? Travel speed. Well, just free-to-play. Just go in here. Same thing applies here. We're going to go to travel speed. Let's see if we can find it. Travel speed. All right. So here we go. You got two helmets that give travel speed. Both of which aren't free to play, so we're going to skip these. The Predator Pauldrons, are they free to play? And by free to play, I mean it doesn't require any, and I repeat, any ultra rares. So no, this one is not free to play, because in this case, you can see the ultra rare is from the Saberfang is the Bloodsucker. Okay? So in this case, it's not free to play. And if you don't know what an ultra rare is, it's very easy. If you have a chest, let me see. Yeah, I do have some chests. All right. Oh, cool. We can open them later. But, oh, disturbing me while I'm in the stream. Damn it. No, I'm kidding. So if you go to any of the chests you have, it's very easy. Just click on the chest, and the one that's at the top, that's the ultra rare. Okay? So in this case, it's the Jade Orb. If you're gonna go to the Snow Beast, it's the Festive Bell. So that's an ultra rare. Those are the hardest drops. They hardly ever drop, right? So Army HP will make you lose less troops in the attack. Well, I agree. I do not fully agree with that, Guido. Guido said attack stats for Dark Ages are better, but with mix I would still go for the HP. Because I would lose less troops. Yes and no, because if your attack stats are better, you're also killing off your enemy quicker, basically also preventing you from losing more troops. So I do not fully agree with you on that. I think it's very iffy whether you choose a Golden Luna Scimitar versus the Aegis. I think it's a difficult choice, but definitely in the end, I would say Dark Ages at blue. Yeah. Yes. Army attack over army HP over army defense. But what were we talking about? Yes, gear. Somebody asked me about what is an ultra rare. I've lost it, guys. Uh-oh. Okay. So, guys, for the people that don't know this, a lot of people don't. And a lot of people do in here. So I'm just going to repeat something that I think is, attacking 101. But please remember what counters what, right? Troop tab and phalanxes, both, right? So if you face somebody that is full ranged, go full infantry. If you attack somebody that is full infantry, go full cav. If you attack somebody that is full cav, go full ranged. So basically, remember for yourself, and this is what Missy told me, IAA-CCI. IAA-CCI. Basically, infantry counters Arch IA, Arch counters Cav AC, CI Cav counters infantry. That might be a small little link you can make for yourself. If you're not really familiar yet with the guild, so I repeat, IAACCI. For people that, think that way, I personally don't, but it worked for some people. So, there you go. And you can also go here. You can also, if you don't remember, go to your barracks and just click on this little sign here at the top right corner, the helmet with the arrows. Just click on it, and you see what counters what. Here you can see range counters Cav, Cav counters infantry, and infantry counters ranged. All these troops counter siege. Siege is useless, except for saving your leader, if you're not sure about it. So, that is all I have to say about that, I think, for this stream. But make sure you really understand what counters what, maybe rewatch this video and see what I'm talking about what phalanx to use when you're going full infantry or full range or full cav, and why I do it, so you have it memorized. So please do that. If you have any people in your guild that you think do not understand this, you know, grab my link, send it to them in your line chats. So I would really appreciate that if you were to do that. And we're going to talk about one thing exactly, the Lord's Mobile Academy. I want to give my buddy Neon here a big shout out. He's a YouTuber as well. So if you're not yet subscribed to him, go to his channel. You know, to be perfectly honest, he wanted to start his own guild. He was in CAE and he left, which is perfectly fine, because I'm a strong believer that you need to be happy in-game to be able to enjoy it. You got to stand behind what you're doing. So big shout out to Neon here in my stream. Go to his YouTube channel, subscribe. He just started the Lord's Mobile Academy, a guild called LMA. We talked about it a little bit this afternoon. We were talking, and he wanted to start a guild, basically teach people a lot, and wanted people to drop in every now and then in the chat, like other YouTubers that can talk about stuff with you guys. So if you're still looking for a guild, you're looking to learn a lot from Neon here, then go over to his channel, Lord's Mobile Academy. Go to his guild, LMA. I don't know what kingdom they're in, but you know, go talk to him and see what he's about, and maybe even join his guild. His guild is basically built upon teaching. He's not pretending that he knows everything, but he does know a lot of people. He's in the stream, or he's in our YouTube chat, I mean. And if he has questions, he always asks either me or Avatrex or MALCHIK or any other the YouTuber that is in there. Like, everybody's in there, even T-Force Vegeta. So so go to K195 and make sure to go to Neon's channel. Big shout out to him. Love his content, and I love the thing he's doing, or he's trying to do. And I wish him all the best. So yeah, yes, the King Panda, you are late. But go to the go to search for LMA, and yeah, I'm gonna do a quick check of my mails. Let's see if I have any questions. Let's see. Check out my free-to-play gear. Also watching the stream. Keep up the good work. Thank you, TZ Free-to-Play. Can't find you anymore. Sorry, you changed your name, so I'm sorry to hear that. I cannot answer your question. Good game, mister. Thank you very much, PCS Red White. Please, 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 if you are watching, again, do not use Trickster as your leader. It's not necessary to get his boosts. I don't know why people do that. Trickster gives his boosts any day of the week. You do not need him as your leader. Trust me. Alright, thank you very much for mailing Red White 09 from PCS. Gear check, please, from Hunka H. You've got awesome gear. Looking very sharp. Looking very sharp. Let me check out one thing about your gear. Because I can't remember. I don't remember everything by heart. I have the same thing. It's give infantry cav, yes, and army defense, army max HP. So you're building the right stuff. So what I would like you to do for yourself, Hunka H, is ask yourself, can you get this to gold, realistically? Because if you cannot get this to gold, because this one is a very hard one to get to gold, I would suggest building stuff that you actually can get to gold. Or, you know, stuff like the Ambrosio Cup at purple is better than any other gold piece out there. So definitely get the Ambrosio Cups to purple. 2 blue ones are pretty impressive to begin with. But your boots, I think Dragon Talons are better. Because the pearl drops, you know, like Guido says here, the pearl drops are very rare. So, yeah. So, okay, just ask yourself that. Other than that, Hunka, thank you very much for mailing your rockin' awesome gear. Love your kills, by the way. Shout out to me and my guild LK1 and our sub-guild LK0 and LK9. Well, big shout out to you guys. Thank you very much for the love. I really appreciate it. Good luck to you all. LK1. Let's see. What do we got here? Chinese guild. Awesome. Well, you got some big boys here. So, big shout out to you guys. Thank you very much for watching. Keep it up. Take to the sky. You're welcome. You're welcome. Seriously, Kathleen Sanchez? Seriously, what? Gear check, mine, please. Now, I'm only going to do a quick gear check about people that mailed me in-game. I'm not going to search people. I'm not going to look people up. I'm definitely supporting what I'm definitely going to pop into Neon's Loris Mobile Academy every now and then. I'm a big fan of what he's doing, so you know, there you go. BP, what do you think about the Tidal Titan main hand? Ooh, a good question. I'll write it down, what I think about it, and I'll come back to it in a little bit. Okay, LKI47J, by the way, do you want to see some rounds we did a few days ago today? Yeah, if you have it recorded, yes, please, guys. If you have recording software on your phone, it's very easy. You know, if you're running on Android, just do DU recorder. If you're running on iPhone, you can just use the built-in recorder. So I would definitely say if you guys have any content that is cool for me to watch, like, you know, big rallies, and you have it recorded, you know, I would really appreciate it if you guys send it to me. I would edit it and put it up, give you a shout out. You know, the more content I have, the better it is. What's up, Dirk Canon Kong? All right. And it's about pearls. It said seriously. Yeah. All right. Views on my gear. I have the same as your gear for level 60, but I'm using purple gargantuan belt. I'm only 109 days old and 50 million XP away from 60. Wow. That's quick. Well, I'm not a big fan dynasties of your offhand, and I'll tell you why. Because it's a single troop type offhand. I'm usually not a big fan of the fear drum, but I do see what you're doing here because you are going mixed, right? I can see that you're boosting your cav, you're boosting your infantry, and then you're boosting your entire army. If you can, you might want to swap your fear drum out in the long run for a blight ring. But your offhand, I would definitely go for the winter mitts because I believe that the winter mitts to gold are just as hard with the drops and the amount of ultra rares you need as getting your dragon's fist to gold. Other than that, looking very sharp. Keep it up. Gear check, TZ God. All right, gear check. Nothing to say here. You're building exactly what I want people that are free to play the guild are starting off. So, what's up, Custard Boot? How are you doing, buddy? Welcome back again. What's up, Jim Estraws, Jim T Cyrus? Sorry. Well, screenshots, guys. I see here a big guy saying I have a screenshot of a rally 50 mil drop. I really appreciate you guys thinking alongside me, you know, thinking outside the box, but if I want to put up content, I really want videos. If you guys can do me a big favor, record videos on your phone if your guild is doing a big rally or you spot a big rally. So, you know, send me the video and send me the battle reports as well. I really appreciate that for sure. So that was the last meal I'm going to cover for today, I think. Now I got a new... All right. Hito, gear check, new main till I get Sword of Gold. All right. Well, Hito's rocking good gear. He knows that. I think he's just looking for a little shout out. Hito is a new member to our guild. Yes, he only, and I repeat, only has 13 million kills for 221 million might. But let me add one thing to this. He just joined CAE, and he only is playing for 90 days. So, yeah, we're talking about heavy pay to play here, right? So, big shout out to you. He did great during KVK. You'll see him pop in. You'll see him pop in my KVK video every now and then. So we had a lot of fun during KVK. On gear, does the effect only matter when you march or when you attack? When you go gather resources, you have to switch gear. Well, when it comes to attacking, you can switch at the last second. Doesn't matter. Even though some people at IGG tell you it does, it doesn't. Really, it doesn't. I don't have the stats to back that up right now, but just trust me, it doesn't. You can click at the absolute last second to swap over your gear. As soon as it hits, it counts, right? When it comes to gathering gear, only before it hits. You know, right before it hits, you have to be in gathering gear if you want to quick gather, basically. And as soon as it's gathering, just take it off. It's fine, you know? It doesn't matter. I will try to remember to record. Yes, guys, really, big guy, really. I would love you to record. I would really appreciate it. Gear check, last one of the day, Master Chief. Rocking pretty good gear. One thing I do not understand for most people maybe you're a good example for this. What you're building here, there's absolutely nothing wrong with your gear, but you are building two gear pieces that require the same ultra rare. So what I would suggest, if you're being honest with yourself, you're usually buying like a mix pack, right? A pack that's $5 or $20 that basically has like a lot of boxes, different boxes in it. So while you're opening those, you're also opening Saberfang chests, right? So I would suggest, swap out. Do not. For you, it might be too late to do so, but for people that are pay to play, but not very, very heavy pay to play, and we're talking about, let's say you're spending somewhere between $100 and $500 a month on the game, you might want to try making sure that the gear you are building does not require similar ultra rares if you want to get it to gold. Because if you look at my gear, I'll show you what that, and then we're going to open boxes, call it quits. There's not one gear piece in here that requires the same ultra rares. This one requires Frostwing Hearts. My Beast Helm requires Mutated Brains, no Bloodsuckers. This one requires Ancient Blueprints. This one requires Eyes. My Blight Ring requires Corrosive Toxin. My Scroll requires Mutated Brains. My infantry piece here, my Terravile, is Terrathorn Seeds. And my offhand is Festive Bells. So, if you're buying packs, try to avoid as much as you can. If you're not very heavy pay to play, right? Because there's always better gear than this. I'm not stating that this is the absolute best gear there is. But if you are, let's say, medium pay to play, or even on the heavier side, you might want to avoid building two pieces of the same ultra rare. All right? What did you do to be clowned? Annoy GW9 Cheesy. Really a lot. Let me ask if he's on. Let's see. Cheesy, you here? Let me tell him I'm offline. I'm offline now. Sorry, I just love teasing him. He's 1.6 billion might player with 311k heroes, full gold champ gear, and he rallied us twice, 2 times. Sure, he did 1-0 on one of our members. That was this morning. But that member was in monster gear and only had like 1 million troops or something. So I'll give him that. But he rallied MALCHICK. You know MALCHICK, right? 600 million might. And he solo rallied him. MALCHICK ate his entire rally. Boom. Gone. Dead. Gone. Just gone. Entire rally ate. So then they pardoned because they were ruling the kingdom. Of course, we can do nothing about one person that has that those amount of troops, that might, that gear, those heroes. Let me see if I can find the hit. No, probably not. No, I'm not going to even do that. But he Monster Hunter jewels, Aki. The other jewels, that's a noob mistake. I put in some Grim jewels, thinking that it would help my travel speed during Monster Hunt, but it actually didn't. So I never took them out. I don't know if Mel's posting that video. Maybe he already did. I don't know. But that's up to MALCHICK to do. I'm not going to post somebody else's rally that is also a YouTuber. I just really don't like that. But I would, yeah, second story is he rallied some other guy from our guild. I don't remember. It was 2 days ago. Bitte Aki. I guess you're German. So he rallied again, and lo and behold, what happened? He had 35,000 troops left. So it, like, 99% ate his rally. So he's kind of, and he uses 10-minute rallies because GW9 is so inactive that they need 10 minutes to fill a rally. So it's kind of, sorry GW9. So you're not really effective. This afternoon they rallied somebody that got the chance to go online because they canceled 2 rallies because they couldn't fill. Then the big dude popped in, the Shize dude, and he still needed a 10-minute rally. So basically it took him like 25 to 30 minutes to fill one single rally during their prime time. That is kind of sad. So Nothing but love for you guys, though. They're really respectful, even though they're leading or ruling the kingdom right now. Because we cannot compete with that Cheese guy if he runs a rally. You know, if I ask for chief or if I ask for scholar, they'll give it to me. And I think that's how a kingdom needs to be ruled. You know, sure, it can be Chinese versus European Americans or anybody versus anybody. But, you know, help each other out. We're all playing the game and it's fun, right? So they're not being disrespectful. So I'm not trying to be either. So, yeah. 10 minutes for a rally? Yeah, exactly. 10 minutes for a rally. Look at this. Let's see. Let's take a look at their guild. It's not a big guild. It's only 20 billion. We're 30 billion guild, but we cannot compete because of this dude. Just this dude. Look at this. 1.6 billion might. Full golden champ gear. All golden champ gear. So he has every champ set to gold. So he can swap over to any champ set he wants. He has all three of the $11,000 heroes. So MALCHIK took this guy's leader. He tried to rally him with all three 11k heroes. I gotta be honest, I cannot take a rally from him. That would just absolutely annihilate me. I'm not big enough for that yet. That will come pretty soon. So yeah, there you go. That's it. What's his destroyed might? Probably on the higher side, I guess. I don't know. Let's check it out again. Where is he? There we go, GW9 base. But we're not really interested in base because they are playing it fair. They're clowning us, of course. They're not giving us any war stats, but they are giving us like Scholar and Chief, stuff like that to train troops or get researches done quicker. So let's take a look at the members. Hey, my music dropped. Did it drop for you guys as well? Let's see. I'm doing it wrong. Let me see. Let me check out my music. Oh, it's stopping for some reason. All right. Let's refresh it. Oh, somebody's sending me resources. All right. Thank you very much, whoever that is. Yeah, no music. All right. I'm going to restart it. So I should have music. Yeah, there is the music. All right. Music is back. Back to game. All right. So we're going to go to Shize again and check his might destroyed. 15 billion. For 116 million might, that's a lot. Like, I'm proud of my might destroyed, but damn. But this guy does one thing and one thing only. I've never seen him solo somebody. Only runs rallies. It's that simple. That's what he does for a living. This guy didn't have the guts to hit me. This guy's rocking awesome gear. I would love to take him on. But she's a... Nah. So I'm going to finish up for today with opening some chests. They're not a lot, but I know you guys like it. And maybe we'll get lucky with some good drops. So we're going to go... yeah, I'm not forgetting that. Jim the Greek... all right, since you asked nicely, I'm going to do that real quick. But that would be absolute last. I cannot check everyone because I do have an evening to attend to. Here we go. Legendary Worm Chest. Let's see. Well, if he has 311 million might mirrors, it would be easy to destroy might. Yes, absolutely. Oh, we got a Terrathorn Seed and a Jewel. Not too bad, not too bad. Gargantuan Chest. Ooh, Jewel again. Gargantuan Jewel. Love the jewels. Don't need anything from the Snow Beast. Alright. So, Mega Chest. I'm hoping for Corrosive Toxins. Ooh, nice. Out of 10. That's not bad. One uncommon one. Cool. Don't need Frost Wings. Of course I get a heart. Sure. Give me a heart when I don't need it. Ooh, Mutated Brain. I do need that. Let's see. Grim Reaper Chest. Give me something. Skull. Yes, one skull. Wow. Drops are pretty good, I think. For 10 at a time. You migrated to K157 when we ran from Sky. Don't run from Sky. Just shield up. Don't run from a guild. Just do what you can. Otherwise, you'll be running for the rest of your Lord's mobile career. Just fight them where you can. Just be smart about it. Alright, so nothing here. So we got dual chests in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, epic infantry attack jewel. Yay. Rare ranged attack jewel. Common, 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 common. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm really happy about this, really. So let's see if we can merge something up. I know 99% sure. Let's see. What's happening? VN, CAD, Fallen Narrow. Why is VN posting hordes? Alright, I don't care. Let's see if I can merge some stuff. Is that ×2 purple infantry? Yes, 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 Jody. Yeah, it was nice drops for 15 pieces. I'm not unhappy. No. Alright. The jewelry chest is an ultra rare jewel. Is there an ultra rare jewel? Yeah, a golden one. That's it, Marcel Kretsch. And the only jewels you want to equip to your main gear, your mixed gear, your primary set is attack jewels. Pop on each and every single gear piece you have infantry, one ranged, and one cavalry attack jewel, and get those up as soon as possible. Right? Okay. So I'm gonna see if I can get something better because I'm only interested in golden jewels. I probably cannot. No, 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 no. Nope. I don't know. I don't know what custard boot means with Chinese money, but all right. You can also put a champ jewel. Yeah, but my champ jewel is only green. So champ jewel at green is not better than the stuff I already have because I only want golden jewels from now on. I am either purple or gold on my gear. So, and I'm first gonna max out my mix set to 100% gold before I equip jewels to my other gear. Jewels that I cannot spare, right? Okay, so the chance to get this jewels is for everyone. Yeah, it's the same. Absolutely, it's random. Crusher boot, I just hit a tile because I'm just 20 million. All right, okay. Yeah, I love those siege attack jewels, and I have too many of them. I hate them. I hate them. But okay, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. Thank you very much, Lord Una Mobile. Really appreciate it. What's up, Tuka, King of Lords? What's up, Vinny? Welcome to the stream. I have 3 Chinese rally leaders, Soul Trap. Migrated after they attempt to rally me. Now I'm waiting to execute them. Even migrated with me and still lost. That's cool. That's cool. Very good work, Nimble. Very good work. All right. Yes, of course. Do tile hit. Big guy, it's a war game. Big guy, I love you for being in the stream. Really. But it's a war game. Tile hit. Hit him. You know, annoy him. Make him go into fury. Tile hit him. Make him hit you back so they go into fury and let your guild rally him. You know, that kind of stuff. I cannot say anything but that. So it's a war game. You know, annoy each other. And Missy just said, you know, there's a time and a place for tile hitting. I agree with that. You know, during Guildfest, just, you know, you can disagree with me, but during Guildfest, I think you should just leave each other alone. Farm those level 5 tiles, right? And if somebody just wants to, you know, basically, well, I don't know the English version I can use for this, and that's still allowed on YouTube. So let's just say he's not so nice. And he would send you, he would send a march to your tile. How often do you see that? Level 5 tile, 3 marches going to it. Everybody ignores the first march. So, yeah. I'm not going to rally Brenchung. He's not even in my kingdom. Besides, he doesn't play anymore. So, Android RO Gamer, sure, you can see my familiars, but they... D is 19 full. That is not what I wanted to say. So, it's a war game. Annoy the shout out of... All right. Yeah. I love to tile hit to see how people say bad things about me in global. Yeah. I love being called a dog. That's what I get called mostly when I zero Chinese out. So yeah, that's kind of funny. But other than that, I'm gonna leave it at that today. You know what, guys? I have that many mails right now from you guys. I really appreciate them all. I'm going to save them. I'm going to save them. And tomorrow we're going to do gear check. What is it, Wednesday? Should have been Sunday, but, you know, other stuff to do. KVK, all of that. So, so tomorrow's Thursday, actually? All right. Thank you very much, Edwin. Really appreciate it. Somebody else is using it. I'm going to say good night to you guys. And wish you guys a happy evening. And we'll open the mails tomorrow during Gear Check Thursday. So everybody, as always, this is Mr. BP signing out.